In 2016, one of the most divisive comic book movies in history hit cinemas. 10 years later, and the mere mention of this movie's title invites passionate, even vitriolic debate. Opinions of this much anticipated follow-up to its 2013 predecessor vary from "this movie is a masterpiece" to "I have never seen such a dumpster fire" to "it's just meh." I am of course talking about Ant-Boy 3. All kidding aside, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice celebrates its 10-year anniversary, and it still holds an infamous place in the world of comic book movie adaptations. Plenty of people have made videos on this movie, many of them much more intelligent than I, but I wanted to do something to mark this auspicious occasion. As I've said, a lot of people either adore or despise this film. I'm squarely in the middle of these warring factions.
You ever get chafed straddling the fence all the time?
There's plenty here to lord over. The casting, the action, dramatic moments. But there's also aspects to criticize. The casting, the action, the dramatic moments. As the movie stands, there's nothing I can say that will change your mind. If you love the film, cool. If you don't, also cool. But there is one moment even I cannot defend. One egregious part of Dawn of Justice that I just cannot wrap my head around. And one that I will be attempting to rework, at least in my opinion, into something more logical and thematically pleasing. Let's talk about the Martha moment. A quick reminder. After the climactic title bout, Batman has Superman at his mercy with the Kryptonite Spear. Batman is about to deliver the killing blow when Superman utters the infamous words, "Save Martha." Batman flips out. Lois reveals to Batman that their mothers share the same first name. Batman throws away the spear, and he and Superman become best buds. When I first saw the movie in a midnight screening, I was with it up to this point. No, it wasn't perfect, and yes, it had its problems. But the Tim Burton and Christopher Nolan Batman movies aren't perfect Batman adaptations, and I still love those. This, though, took me right out of the film. I was sat there thinking, that's it? That's how they become allies? And it affected everything that came after that scene for me. Which sucks because some of the film's best scenes take place after this, including everyone's favourite Batman fight scene, mine included, the warehouse scene. I've even watched the scenes that take place after the Martha moment separately on YouTube, and while Doomsday is rushed, the fight with him is still an epic brawl to end the movie, and seeing the Trinity appear on screen for the first time is legitimately spine-tingling. This got me thinking, if the worst moment of the film was changed, would the whole film change? Well, let's find out. This is my rewrite of the Martha moment. So this is cheating a little bit, but to really alter one of the last scenes, we have to alter the first scene. At the start of the film, we see the murder of Thomas and Martha Wayne, and we hear Thomas's dying word, Martha, which serves as a Chekhov's gun for the eventual resolution between Batman and Superman. But in order to set up a new Chekhov's gun, instead of focusing on what Thomas Wayne said before he died, we focus on how much he and Martha loved each other, the way they look at each other, the way they grip each other's hands so tight. We also see Bruce seeing this. He doesn't truly appreciate it, as no 8-year-old would, seeing their parents dote on each other, but he understands it. When Joe Chill appears and kills the Waynes, maybe in their last moments, Thomas and Martha reach out to hold each other's hands one last time. Maybe the final image of his parents reaching for each other, seeing their lifeless hands over one another. That's what leaves a lasting impression on Bruce. Okay, let's get to the main event. Superman lies on the ground, broken, beaten, unable to stand. Batman clutches the Kryptonite Spear, dragging the side of the sharpened radioactive rock on the ground. Green sparks fly. Superman hears the awful sound as Batman approaches. He stands over this enemy, this alien. He holds the Kryptonite Spear over Superman, preparing to plunge it into his heart. Superman speaks, his words momentarily halting Batman. "You're letting him kill my mother. Please. Save her. This is Superman's final plea. He's not manipulating the situation or Bruce's trauma. He knows he's going to die. But before that, he wants to protect his mother from Luthor. Perhaps the vulnerability of Superman's words will resonate with Bruce. Maybe this will remind him why he donned the cowl in the first place, of his original priority, to protect the innocent, not punish the guilty. But his rage doesn't subside. His motivation doesn't falter. 20 years of fighting criminals. They all had mothers. They all deserved what I gave them. His words are like knives. His anger seemingly spreading not only to Clark, but also to his mother. Monsters aren't born, they're made. This threat to humanity had to have parents, so they can share the blame. Maybe they don't deserve to be saved. He raises the spear, ready to kill Superman. At that moment, Lois runs in, throwing herself over Clark, shielding him with her body.
No, stop! Stop, please. He's not what you think. He's not.
Clark looks at her. He smiles weakly. His hand twitches, trying to reach for her, but he's too weak from the kryptonite. Lois sees this and immediately holds his hand, showing strength when he can't. Batman looks at their hands, mimicking his parents as they died. He recognizes the genuine love and care that Clark and Lois share, the same as his mother and father. Lois looks at Clark the same way Martha looked at Thomas. Batman lowers his head, grips the spear tighter than before, and makes his decision. He throws the spear away, the sound echoing around them. Batman looks at them. His mother. What's her name? Before Lois can answer, Superman struggles to sit up. Martha Kent. Batman's eye grows slightly wider. Lois helps him to his feet, explaining the situation with the scout ship draining the city's energy, and Luthor being the cause. Superman appears conflicted, his thoughts still clearly with his mother's safety. Batman speaks. Go to the ship. I'll find her. I promise. Martha won't die tonight. The two heroes share a look, before departing for their respective missions. Lois looks on. She realizes that she's been witness to something important. A new union. A new world. A new dawn. And that is how I would rewrite the Martha scene in Batman v Superman. I even kept Bruce realizing that he and Superman's mothers share the same first name, because there can be something there. Saving Martha Kent gives Batman a chance to rectify, in his mind, his greatest failure, failing to save his mother. The difference being that it's not the main motivation for him and Superman becoming the world's finest. Batman regains his humanity by seeing what makes humanity. The love we have for those we care about. This is what causes Batman to throw away the spear. This is what drives Batman to save Martha Kent. Not because of a coincidence of their mothers' names, but because Superman loves Lois Lane. And when all is said and done, love is stronger than hate. So what did you guys think? Would this rewrite make the movie better? Or is the movie fine as it is? Or should this movie never have been made at all? Let me know in the comments. And let me know if there's any other movies you'd like me to take a stab at rewriting. A big shout out to Zack Snyder, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, and everyone else involved in making Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice as it turns 10 years old. However you feel about this movie, it definitely got people talking.